Hello, this is Imani.
And Myracle, reporting for Teen Talk.
Today we are at Payroll Vault in Dundee and we are interviewing Blair Motl.
He is a payroll mechanic here at Payroll Vault and board member at Club.
Hi Blair, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, welcome to Payroll Vault. This is our new office, so we're really excited to have you guys come through and check out, see what we're doing in Dundee.
Okay. Before we dive into questions, we both want to thank you for giving us a tour at your facility here.
Not a problem.
So, our first question is, I have to ask, what exactly is a payroll mechanic?
All right, the payroll mechanic. When I was younger and I got done with school, like accounting, you don't want to be like 20 years old and be an accountant because you're out talking with people. Then what do you do? And it's something exciting, like I'm a police officer, I do this, I do that, and you're like, I'm an accountant. It kills the conversation. So I got out of school, you go into a bar and meet someone, you don't want to tell when you're 23, say that, you know? So you got to come up with cool, fun stuff. It wasn't until I was like 30 that it was all right and cool to tell people that you're an accountant. So when I was doing stuff with Payroll Vault, and you got to come up with a title, put on LinkedIn, you got to meet people. Oh, hi, I do payroll. Nobody wants to talk about that. When I say, hey, I'm Blair Motl, I'm a payroll mechanic, look, right now, you ask about it. We start a conversation talking about it. So it was a way of making something that's not normally that fun, interesting. But then growing up, I always like to take things apart. I remember one time my mom got upset, how come the phone doesn't work? And it's like, well, I was trying to fix something and you don't have to take everything in the house apart. And what I found is that I'm really good with numbers. You want to do accounting, and then you still have to find your place in it, and you got to figure out what you want to do. I love fixing things. So with the crew downstairs, you've got people that are good with deadlines, you got people that are good with stress, you got people that are good on the phone with people. I'm good at fixing things. So as you try to figure out what you want to do, it's like, okay, well, think of me as the mechanic. If you got something payroll, something wrong, or you got to figure out what it is, that's what I want to do. So there you go. It's a fun title for accounting.
So our second question is, what made you choose to work in the accounting field?
Man, I don't think there's any one direct instant thing, but I went to Dundee Crown too, and I did. They had some accounting classes, and I shot right through it. Did like accounting 1, accounting 2, and it was so easy that it just it clicked instantly. And then I got to school and you start taking classes, and if you want to be in business or some of these other ones, you got to take like one of every type of class. And I had a lot of friends who get into accounting, and again, it just went so quick and so easy for me. I didn't realize it was that hard. A lot of my friends were failing, couldn't get through it. So then all of a sudden, little by little, you end up starting to tutor them. It's like, okay, dude, look, number 5, that's not the right answer. Here's what it is. And after a while, I'm getting through this stuff so fast, everybody else is struggling. And I was like, you know what, that's probably a good thing to do then. And so it kind of ended up that way. Then, growing up in an accounting family, you saw everybody downstairs, so it just seemed to make sense.
My 2 questions are, what inspired you to be a part of the board at our club, and why?
Oh, geez, let's see. Accounting is really stressful. Everything's got to be right. And you saw downstairs at the paychecks where it's 4 o'clock, they're trying to get that file out, and you saw the stress on their faces, right? If your paycheck is off by $15, you're going to be upset, right? Because you were planning on it being $85, it's only $70, you want to know where your money's at. So you're going through that stuff all day long. And I had a really good friend of mine from school, his aunt was working at the club, or working with you guys down at the club. I think she was doing some smart girls at that time. And they asked if we could have some people come through the office. And here I am all day long, dealing with numbers, everything's got to be perfect. And then the kids come in from the club, and you guys are so excited to be here. I was like, okay, well, that's kind of fun. It's kind of like, you go from this where you kind of feel tense, you go here, and you start relaxing a little bit. And so one by one, they asked me to come back 2 and 3 times, and it was just a fun environment. I mean, you guys like being at the club, right? There's something about it where you don't have goals, you don't have deadlines, you don't have things that you have to do. It's just a whole bunch of people that want to be doing something better with their lives. And sometimes it's a lot more fun than numbers. So it's a way for me to keep myself balanced.
And my next question is, what steps did you take to become successful?
Okay, that's a tough one because you get the normal things like you have to go to class, you have to get good grades, you've got to do this, got to do that. I want to say the biggest thing I learned was somebody, I don't know if I was watching like a Discovery Channel, something like that, but they talked about personal responsibility. And the theory there is no matter what happens in your life, you're responsible for it. The other way of looking at it is whatever happens in your life, it happened to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And when you flip over to it, and even in rare circumstances, let's say that you get in a car accident, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're driving perfectly, somebody comes out of nowhere and hits you. Well, that was their problem. It's now their problem, my car is wrecked. You're not gonna get anywhere with that in life, right? Because there's nothing you could have done. If you look at it the flip side, you're responsible for everything. All of a sudden now you look at it, well, I guess I could have been taking a different route home. I didn't need to be on busy streets. I didn't need to be out at 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't need to be doing this. I didn't need to be doing that. And little by little, you start taking control of your life. And you start realizing that everything that happens to you in your life is a matter of your decisions. And when you start looking at it that way, it's like, wait, I'm in charge of what I get to do? I can do all this, do all that? It just ends up changing your mindset. And when you start to realize that you're in control of your life, that you can do whatever you want to do, well, then you just set a goal and you know you're going to get to it. It might take you longer, but so I kind of decided, I want to have a business. I want to be able to decide when I go to work, when I don't go to work. I want to decide, where I'm going to work every day. So it's just taking control of my life.
Well, we have a few fun questions to ask you. So the first question is, who's your favorite musician?
My favorite musician right now, probably be Strumbellas. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know them at all either before. My wife and I were on vacation this last summer, and we ended up in a little hotel up in Colorado after a conference, and we walk outside, and it was like up in the mountains. You walk outside and there's a music festival. I was like, okay, well that's a pretty good surprise. You never know what that noise is outside. And this band was they're really good. It's like the last thing you expected, and I've just found myself for the last 6 months, on my Pandora, listen to the Strumbellas.
They still alive?
Yeah, they're still alive.
They must be old then.
We already talked about old earlier, and they're like in their 30s. So that's not old. That's not that old, right?
I don't know.
What makes you think Strumbellas? Why does it sound like an old name?
Because I ain't never heard of it before. I be into music.
Are they really famous? Or just there?
I don't know. Well, who's your favorite musician?
I like her. I don't know why. She just inspires me sometimes when I'm feeling.
See, I've never heard of her. So that means she's young.
Kind of.
I listen to K-pop.
Okay.
And yeah, my favorite boy band is BTS. So.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them a little bit, but
Yes.
that was well before my time,
Wait, they're young, very.
Oh, K-pop. Well, they're like, see, we had the boy bands. Who were the Backstreet Boys?
Oh, I know them.
See, exactly. That's how I always felt about them too. But K-pop, you just wait till you're my age. People laugh about it.
Do you or have you ever watched anime?
You know what? I know what it is, but I've never watched it.
How come?
I think it was before my time, or or after my time. Yeah, I graduated from Dundee Crown in '99. When are you guys graduating?
2021.
Jeez, all right. So we got a big age gap. I don't think it was popular until I was in my mid to late 20s or so. And it just never popped up. So I guess I take it you two are big fans?
No.
No? So who decided to ask me about it?
Oh, I love anime. I think you just, yeah.
Okay. What is it about it that you love?
I don't know, it's just actually learning a new language and stuff like that, because you can read the subtitles or whatever, and just like some of them very interesting, just to get to watch something different other than English ones.
Mm-hmm. So you like a lot of culture between the K-pop, the anime. Yeah, see, I like traveling a lot too, so sometimes the stuff is cool just because it's different. You don't see anything like it.
Thank you, Blair, for taking time out of your day and interviewing.
Not a problem, ladies.
This is Imani.
And Myracle, signing off for Teen Talks.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe, and hit the bell.
Thanks for watching.